It is a new dawn, it is a new day, and the perfect time to introduce the show as the day hot right here on Active Citizens. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, or rather, should I say viewers. My name is Ifoma Oji, and joining me this afternoon, I have distinguished guest in the studio in the person of Mr. Oladimeji Oluwafemi. Good afternoon, sir. How are you this afternoon?
How you day?
I day, my brother. I day, Kampe. And I have Ese, beautiful Ese Alobo joining us in the conversation this afternoon. Good afternoon, Ese. How are you doing?
I'm doing good.
I can see that. All right, we start with a story of intellectual accomplishments. Now, Nigerian historian Professor Wando Achebe, daughter of literary icon Chinua Achebe, has been elevated to the prestigious rank of distinguished professor in the United States. Her achievement reflects the continued global relevance of Nigerian scholarship and thought leadership. Yet it also highlights a recurring concern that many of Nigerians' brightest minds attain their highest recognition outside the country. It raises important questions about the state of research funding, academic infrastructure, and the broader environment for intellectual growth at home. And with this, I am introducing Aside Hot. It's really beautiful to see that our young minds, not just young minds, Nigerians, women, men, are attaining heights outside Nigeria. It is quite, beautiful to see. I wish we have a video to display for everybody to see, but we've taken a lot of stories from, accomplished or accomplishment of our Nigerian youth. We've taken the likes of Obi Ezekwesili, Chinua Achebe. We've taken Chimamanda Adichie and the rest of them, but this one, it's quite commendable. And for you to attain that height or be recognized as a professor in the United States, it shows that you have done a lot of research, you have taught a lot of generational minds, you have literally kind of contributed to the development in the world, outside the world, and even in Nigeria. And seeing such a mind, seeing such a talent representing Nigeria, telling Nigerians history to American minds is mind-blowing to, listen to or to see on socials. But let me have your take on that, Mr. Oladimeji.
I think it's very timely. I mean, in the midst of all these rubbles, we're getting good news. I mean, about our people. Unfortunately, it is outside the country.
Yeah.
And it begs the question, why do we have difficulty thriving at home? But outside, we're flying in colors. We have many Nigerians out there who, are rotten exploits. I mean, I can take us back to the days of Microsoft, where a Nigerian was the brain behind Microsoft. And you can mention a lot of them like that who has been making this is breaking grounds outside Nigeria. And to add to that list is one that I'm very happy because it brings. I love Chinua.
And she took after her father, her father's daughter.
I love Chinua Achebe so much.
Yes.
I read most of his books, or most of his books. Things Fall Apart. If I tell you how many times I read that book.
Oh, it's really
honestly
beautiful.
So I'm happy that at least, while we are faced with so much turmoil at home, we're getting this good news.
Definitely, she's truly the true daughter of the soil. And with this, we'll start off with another story in Plateau State. Now, the federal government has distributed food and nutrition materials to vulnerable communities, and such interventions are often necessary during periods of economic hardship and inflation. But they also prompt broader reflections about sustainability. And the question here is relief distribution a temporary cushion or evidence of deeper structural challenges that require long-term economic solutions? Let's take a look at the video. When we come back, more conversations will follow suit. video we just saw right now is a relief material that was distributed to the indigents or citizens of Plateau State, citizens of Nigeria, particularly Plateau State residents, and this has garnered a lot of reactions. If you can see the split there, somebody said 4 years of, I think, hardship, and it is quite sad. And I think why this particular video went viral is because of the fact that in every given opportunity, if you talk about the cry about poverty, if you protest about inflation, the federal government, like many people will say, will find solution, and the solution they will find for Nigerians is by giving them rice. But let me have your take. I'll start with you, AC. What's your take on the video you just saw right now?
This is actually a every 4 years routine.
Okay.
But for how long will this continue? Because after 4 years, the next election, they come with bag of rice, granite oil, and so on and so forth.
Fully involved.
Do you get to make people come to their, their favor to do what they want them to do? Well, my question is that when these things finish, what will happen? Will they go back? Our rice are finished, so come and give us more rice. But at that point, I feel like Nigerian politicians tend to wait till the time of election campaign to weaponize Nigerian poverty and give them food stuff to, because if Nigerian politicians or Nigerian government are actually doing their job, their work will speak for them. So you don't need rice to make people think that, oh, he's the candidate, he's the man is our people, you get?
Yes.
So I feel like this is just unnecessary.
Unnecessary.
Because we have a lot of things Nigeria needs. Good, bad roads, insecurity, our health sector, education sector, and rice. It will finish now.
Exactly. It will definitely finish. But I think I have a new definition of democracy. It is rice for the people, by the people, and from the people. It's a lot of energy.
I think it should be rice of Tinubu by Tinubu for the people.
Oh, okay. Maybe I can consider that later. But let me have your thoughts. We've seen this recent solution to poverty, and a lot of people say that this display now is kind of impoverishing the minds of Nigerians, and Nigerians are being given, some people say Nigerians are being given the opportunity to choose a better future, but because of the fact that they haven't even eaten for a day, they take or grab the opportunity swiftly or immediately. But let me have your thoughts. Do you think that this is doing right by the government, or do you think otherwise?
While I was watching a program today, I saw a lady heavily raining curses on whoever receives this kind of handout. I mean, how long are we going to continue to rise out our problem? This problem, rise them. That problem, flood there, rise them.
Oh, rice. Rice them.
Yes. There is flood there, rise them. Insecurity, rise them. I mean, it's unfortunate that this government deliberately will not want to remove us from the primitive age where you dole out food to people to eat and rather teach them how to fend for themselves. If we had sorted our economic problem, Tinubu won't need to do this.
Exactly.
If people are economically independent, even if you do this, you are ridiculing yourself.
Definitely.
Because the people will see it as an embarrassment to them. That's what the Chinese people did. The Asian tiger, that's what they did. They saw this as embarrassment to their personality and they refused it. China today is out of poverty long ago. Nigerians need to refuse. I mean, they said what is nutritional about red oil and granite oil?
Rice too.
And rice. They said rice and some nutritional valuable things. What is nutritional about oil that you are giving people? And you make it look at the amount of fund that has been sunk into this. And it's not coming from the personal pockets.
Billions.
It is coming from taxpayers' money. The same taxpayers that you are breaking their backs to pay more. They pay more, you share the money, you go back and weaponize their poverty by giving them rice at the end of the day. Whoever takes this is ridiculous. Honestly, because this is 2026. I don't see no young man that should indulge in such a sin.
I'm telling you, it is 2026, and as such, our mindset should be having a shift to change. I mean, we shouldn't be accepting something like this. But I saw a video on social media. I think a certain, I don't know if he's a governor or a commissioner, I don't know what he is, but he was sharing, distributing 200 naira notes, and people were collecting it. And I was like, in this time and era, what value is 200 naira notes for you? What can 200 naira notes, do for you?
Can't buy me data. Maybe even bottle water is 300.
Look, you can't get a bottle of water and a gala for 200.
It's not possible.
It's not
A
possible.
bottle of water and 200 naira, gala is 200 naira. 500 naira, it will not even sort you for a meal.
You know, it all boils down to Nigerian citizens. But I'm just going to say this, in as much as we Nigerians appreciate this philanthropic nature of the federal government or the government of Plateau State to distribute these, but I think that if they kind of how should I put it, empower the youth, if they kind of bring up employment, create more jobs for Nigerians, this shouldn't even be something that we should talk as a topic. This is supposed to be an addition to what they already have, and not giving them to entice them to vote for them in 2027, because a lot of people will say that this is purely a campaign material. You don't rise out people's future, you don't rise out people's problem, you don't rise out insecurity, most important. But I think this is where we will wrap it up for this particular topic for today, and we'll move over to the next topic for this afternoon. And the next topic we will be taking this afternoon is from a trending video on social media. Now, a Nigerian man equally released a track, and he kind of the track was released in the name of Asiwaju, praising his numerous reforms and his achievements. And we're just going to tie it with the first story. We've already given our take for the second story, which is the distribution of rice and other nutritious material by the government. We'll take this particular video because it has garnered a lot of traction on social media, and when we return, more conversations will follow. Let's take a look.
Step by step, no be magic, now process, eat a plan, eat a view, brick by brick, on my yarn and cargo shine, so no they rush and make it cool, patience they make so sweet, and if we want better tomorrow, they walk. To the moon they try, good things they find. They should share their man. They should share their man. See when you are done, they walk. Step by step, no be magic. Now process, eat a plan, eat a view, brick by brick, on my yarn and cargo shine.
An unknown artist released a new track for Asiwaju, and I think we heard the sound Jagabande walk. I don't know the full lyrics, but this has garnered a lot of reactions online, and a lot of people are saying, what has Asiwaju done for Nigerians that will warrant this particular man releasing this song? What has he done, Issy?
First of all, this is funny. The audio is very, very funny, and I want to believe that this guy was paid for his service, or
maybe he wants to get payment.
Obviously, if an offer is brought to you that Sheyi Tinubu wants you to make a song for his daddy, you will forget the fact that you maybe are not in support of this person, but because of money is involved,
yes,
definitely you will do it. There are so many people that lack of money, lack of funds have made them do things that is against their principle. Only few people that have integrity, that will say, oh no, I stand for this, I can't do this. But whatever, I'm sure the person does not believe in what is said in those lyrics, because let's not deceive ourselves. We all know what is going on. We know the truth. So money was involved, and money was connection involved.
So you're indirectly saying, or you are saying, that Nigerians can literally do anything so long as it will bring Owo. Mr. Ladimeji.
Very difficult.
Can you do anything?
No, I wouldn't.
Let me have your thoughts on the video.
I wouldn't do nothing like this.
All right.
For money. I think it is ridiculous. Let me just give my opinion. I think he wasn't consulted.
Yes.
I think he was just like, oh, there is one of our friends who's got this song for you, Sheyi. Why don't you listen to it?
Yes.
Listen to it, and Sheyi said, okay, bring the guy. We can still use this one. Bring the guy, let him come. And the guy is there. Of course, he would go home with a brown envelope. That's the way it is in politics. They come, I mean, you cook up something, and then you find a way to get connection to the politician or to the to the relative of the politician. And let me tell your daddy, let me tell your brother that I have this thing for him. It will be useful for his campaign. And then they say, and that one takes it to him, and okay, bring the boy or bring the lady, and you bring. That is what is happening here. And definitely, I agree with Ese. The guy do not agree. I mean, do not even agree. His conscience definitely does not agree with that lyrics.
You know, yeah, this made me recall a particular story or video I saw on social media about Alex Oti. A certain lady, I think she's still in secondary school, but she said she was quite, I think, around 7 to 6 years when she released the song, and she sang the song for Governor Alex Oti. And when she saw Alex Oti, that she was trying to gain attention, that I sang this song for you, I believed in you before. Oh, you saw the video, and it was an automatic scholarship for her immediately. So I think for me, it works, this thing, it works hand in hand. When you do good for people, or when you see people of integrity, you sing maybe a song for them, praise them.
There is nothing wrong,
yes,
with doing waxing record or releasing jingles for politicians. We've been doing it,
yes, so long as it represents,
but if you merit it,
exactly. If it represents the truth and the pulse of Nigerians, then you should merit whatever comes with it. But this is kind of, I always say, downplaying people's pain, the poverty we have in the land, the inflation, and you're going out to say, on your mandate we shall stand as Siwaju. It is quite, you know, quite humorous. But let's take another story now. From policy to daily life, a viral account from Lagos captured the emotional strain of urban commuting. A worker reportedly narrates how stressful it is to work in Lagos State. Under Governor Babajide Sanwo-Olu, Lagos continues to position itself as a regional economic hub, but the pressures of congestion, housing costs, and transport inefficiencies raise important questions about urban planning and quality of life. Economic opportunity, after all, must be balanced with human well-being. We take a look at the video where a certain lady came out to cry about the congestion and the situation of commuting in Lagos State. Let's take a look.
It's not just our person. No matter the regulatory body, they are the one that saw your duties. They are the one that saw.
Exactly. If they provide buses for us, I'm going to stop.
You see, it's the same every year. It cannot be. It cannot be.
I will not stop until if I come to this queue and I spend more than 5 minutes. I will make video.
And you say you not see bus.
Even the times I come early.
Oh yeah, come
so okay, I should come by 3 a.m. I should not
come by 5. Those are, we have only 3 buses here today.
Exactly. The point is that anytime I come late or early, as far as I spend more than 5 minutes on this, I'm going to make video. You are not going to stop me. Oh, never said. The whole bus is talking about me. You're asking us why do we use BRT? We use BRT because it's our zone lane. But BRT is not enough. See, people are even here fighting. This is what keeps happening. Lagos State government, please do something about this. Do something about this situation. I'm making this video here in Ikorodu. Please provide buses for us. Lagos State, you can see how long this queue is. This queue is so long. So what time are we going to get to work? What time are we going to get to work? Please do something about this situation. Please do something about this situation. Do something about this situation. I'm not going to stop making these videos. Lagos State government, please do something. We cannot keep doing this. We cannot keep doing this. Lagos State government, I'm calling you out. Do something about this. Please provide buses for us. Provide buses for us, please.
Politicians will say that for you to live comfortably in Lagos State, you have to be a madman. So for you to survive in Lagos State, you have to be a madman. But let me not say too much. Let me get your thoughts, because I believe you have lived almost all your life in Lagos State, and you can literally attest whether this is true or not. But me, I've been to Lagos State, and I've seen how crazy, I mean, traffic and hold up can be in Lagos State. But I mean, it's left for you to express.
I lived all my life in Lagos, not virtually all my life in Lagos, and I can attest to this struggle of commuters. This is the attendance struggle of commuters every blessed day. I mean, you must have some level of lunacy to be able to push through in Lagos State. My mentor will say, you must have some level of insanity to be able to cope with the insanity in Lagos. Yes, because, you know, sometimes people wake up as early as 2 a.m., 3 a.m. They leave home at 4 to get to the island. Some sleep through the traffic. Eventually, they're not getting to work early. Some are getting to work at 8. Some are getting to work at 7, since 4 a.m. because of traffic on the island and the rest of them. And to crown it up, the vehicles are not available. The few that were available are now grounded. Maintenance culture is not there. And aside from vehicular issues, we have road network problems as well. Exactly. In Lagos State. And I said on this show sometimes ago,
when we took the story,
that Lagosians spend their economic life in traffic. So you see someone, look, I don't think I should be having this gray hair as much as this, if not for Lagos. Wow. The traffic. Wow. Yeah. You are grounded in traffic, you are sweating. How many of us use AC in our cars in Lagos now? And how many vehicles, other commercial vehicles, use, you know, AC? Even the BRT that, you know, started with AC are no more using it. All right? So you are grounded in traffic, you are frustrated in it. When you get out of it, you see vehicles navigating ferociously in anger because they've been locked for hours in traffic. And when you want to manipulate your way in front of them, they don't agree with you. Accidents happen. A lot of things are going on in Lagos State. So we must establish this fact.
Yes.
But first, let me say this. I so much appreciate this lady.
Yeah.
So much that I feel like meeting her.
Yes.
Because I love when people are bold and they understand their position as citizens.
Exactly. Seek accountability. Now, Ese, we saw a video. I tried to get the video so that the media, the tech team, could display that video. We saw a certain woman trying to attack her when she was raising this concern. And I'm like, I think if the Lagos government works on this traffic and the congestion and more BRT buses, that it will be for the benefit or for the betterment of everyone in Lagos. But why do we still see some certain individuals attacking her?
First of all, I think that woman that was attacking her should be questioned, because what is her motive for attacking someone that is actually talking for a lot of people? Most of all those people in that video will not speak up now. Yes. But in comment section, you'll be seeing them talking. But now that someone is actually speaking up, people are looking at her being assaulted by a fellow woman. First of all, that woman, you guys did not buy the phone for her, and you did not buy her the data. So as a Nigerian, she has every right to speak up about anything that is happening and is making her uncomfortable. Lagos is now like, let me know if I grew up in Lagos, and moving away from Lagos made Lagos look like it's an unbearable place to live. Yes. Dealing with the traffic, the high cost of living, how expensive rent is, and now this is terrible.
Let's not even talk about that rent thing. I saw one video. It was more like a passage, a tiny passage, and somebody posted that it was around 4.5 million naira. And when I saw the video, I was really expecting for me to see the bedroom, the living room. But they said it was the tiny space that was both the bedroom, and then I saw another tiny, mini tiny space that was the bedroom. I'm like, how is it that these people get to survive in such a congested place and tiny space? I am a lover of space. I can't survive in a room where, I can't express myself. I can't lie down anyhow I want to. I feel choked up. But let's still talk on this now, because what she raised now is more like people live their lives more, people develop more on the road. They waste their future, waste the economy on the road rather than in their working spaces. Let's still talk about that and the ripple effect it has on the economy of Lagos State.
I mean, in Lagos, I think in Lagos State, we lose close to 100 billion annually due to traffic gridlock. The economic wastage of time in that gridlock costs Lagos 100 billion annually. Imagine 100 billion, in Lagos economy and what it can do. All right. And let me quickly touch on, citizen participation and active citizenry. Look, we need to really critique that lady who was trying to assault this lady, and we need to check our level of sanity.
Yes,
we need to check our psyche.
For you to survive in Lagos, you have to be.
No, we need to check our psyche. I'm talking about our psyche when it comes to civic engagement. A fellow human like you, a fellow citizen like you, is speaking for hundreds of commuters that are, held down because of lack of commercial vehicle. They are wasting their economic time waiting for vehicle. They could have gone for other commercial vehicles if they are available, or if it will give comfort for travel. But we know that these yellow buses don't give comfort for travel.
Definitely.
And in fact, you may be in there and your purse is gone, your phone is gone, and all of those things. So some of the people avoid these yellow buses, and that is why they are coming for the BRT that seems to be provided by the government. And someone is there attacking her for critiquing the responsibility of government that you should ordinarily to join her in doing. And again, there was a guy in the vehicle who wanted to assault her further as well. And I'm shaking my head and I'm asking, that's a father? At home, perhaps the kids are crying, Dad, we can't go to school today because you have not paid our school fee. I
think they have literally normalized that kind of lifestyle. They have normalized,
and it is poverty mindset.
Exactly. They have normalized it, and that is why they are finding it problematic when somebody voices out for that situation to change.
Our minds have been enslaved.
Yes, it has been enslaved, and I really give accolades to this young lady. I didn't get the time to get her name, but she did quite an outstanding job. It's really beautiful to see. I'll put them Gen Zs because she looks like a Gen Z, and she has that audacious character. She has that boldness to come and talk and seek accountability from the government. I hope this video reaches out to the government of Lagos State to ensure that proper care or maintenance system is being set in place for the commuters in Lagos State. But let's take our final story for the afternoon. Now, reports of individuals trapped in an elevator in Banana Island, Lagos State, has sparked conversations about infrastructure safety. Luxury real estate developments are increasing across Nigerian cities, but incidents like this remind us that development must go beyond aesthetics to include maintenance, culture, regulatory enforcement, and emergency preparedness. Now, we talked about maintenance just now. This is another story. Banana Island, which is supposed to be a luxurious estate or development, we are seeing stuff like this. People stuck in elevator for hours, minutes, and calling for help, and nobody has even reached out. Let's talk about that. If this could happen in a place like this, Banana Island, what more of other areas? Let me have your thoughts.
When I saw this video, I imagined myself being in that situation. This is traumatizing.
Yes.
And it is scary, because if this can happen in Banana Island, you know how Banana Island is in like a special place. If this can happen in Banana Island, that means it can happen any other place. One thing I used to say, if you know you don't know how to take care of something, don't get it. Nigeria is a place whereby they have zero basic care for human lives. So if you know you don't have the proper way to maintain an elevator, use staircase. We will climb it.
Definitely.
So why they were stuck there for over 10 minutes or more, I think.
More than.
Then why like get an elevator when you know you don't have the maintenance for it? You're putting people's life at risk, and it's not making sense. Next time, people watching this video now will be scared of, like me now, definitely. Anytime I want to enter an elevator, I'll be like, God, please don't let this thing. And I saw another video again on TikTok or someone's status whereby the guy wanted to enter this same elevator, but not in Banana Island, and NEPA took light, or the generator went off. Immediately he ran out. So in Nigeria, there are some things that you know that if you cannot handle, don't do it, because we lack maintenance.
Definitely, but in a digital,
they will see what they can do. Can you imagine? The principal of the school, they will see what they can do. Can you imagine? The principal of the school came over and said they are trying to do 40 minutes and we're almost passing out in here. Please,